Okay, folks, well, I'm back. I've got some more thoughts and ideas that I want to share. By the way, I've got my handy-dandy barred permanently shirt on today. Viva la resistance. Anyways, we're starting to see the results of the Bordeaux bombing. I'm going to say, at least as of right now, this is a cautiously, maybe best case scenario given the circumstances. That comes from my background as an admitted neocon, but somebody who has significantly rethought some of my opinions on like the Iraq war and such. I don't support necessarily these attacks. I don't think we should bomb them anymore. I think we need to de-escalate things. And I hope that that's the step we take. But if this effectively proves the defanging of Iran, that is one of Russia's major allies and is a direct assault on the Russian alliance with Iran, which they recently signed. I don't know the fallout of that, but Russia's got to be pretty upset, to be honest with you. I don't know. Also, we saw Lukashenko free the political prisoner, his opposition leader, after a trip from General Keith Kellogg. That's something that's really important, and I think that it could be a sign of maybe Lukashenko putting some distance between himself and Russia if he sees how weak Russia really is. I don't know, that's complete speculation, of course, but just me trying to interpret, latest events. So, we've got the war in Iran. Honestly, there's a lot of things I don't like about Israel. I think it's doing terrible human rights violations. But they are a democracy, at least pro forma, I guess, for now. But they do, whatever, Zionist, I don't know. But I do support Israel in a lot of things. They were attacked by a terrorist organization. Maybe those security lapses were manufactured. I don't know, whatever. Questions for another day. But I hope that this de-escalates a bit and we all cool down. Donald Trump can call it a win after his humiliation at No King's Day. The way I've just been thinking about this is the No King's Day events were kind of a new hope for us, right? A strong display of unity and solidarity. I get a little choked up sometimes. And resilience in the face of true danger. And this week feels a little bit The Empire Strikes Back. Shout out Mark Hamill. But it's, some of the darkest moments in history happen after great victories. And we had a great victory, and we should celebrate that and remember that. Things are going to get worse. We predicted this. We said we were prepared. He's cracking down with ICE raids even more heavily. He's abducting family members of serving military members, Army, National Guard, Marines, all of them. There are strong reports of them having family members abducted by ICE. You've also seen police in New York City marching with protesters in solidarity. We've also had numerous police departments across the country say these No King's Day protests were extraordinarily peaceful, and we thank everybody for their cooperation and participation. So, given also that the military literally out of step with the regime during his military parade, and I think that you've got a lot of ingredients of what we want to see for a sustained resistance and pro-democratic movement. I want to say, I think that we need to start being for things as well as against things. We know what we're against. That's what No Kings was about. Let's start saying what we are for. I've been thinking some things, been using some AI to help me process some of my thoughts. And I think that there's a few things we can look at. Our government is very adaptable. Let's try maybe a more parliamentary system. I think we need to probably double the number of seats in the House, and then maybe let them select the president or a prime minister or something. And let's get rid of the duopoly, right? This is part of the problem, is you have to pick a side, which promotes us versus them, right? And it's easy to divide among a binary. with a very narrow majority, as we've seen, right? So maybe we can move more towards a parliamentary system by improving, doubling the House of Representative seats. We capped it at 435 in 1929. We've tripled in population since then. We've diluted our representation, and that's what we're seeing happen in real time with a compliant Congress that doesn't represent the needs of the people and the gridlock we see in Washington. That is all a product of this duopoly. So parliamentary system, or more parliamentary-like, could be really exciting. We have the power as the people, as we've demonstrated, to enforce our Constitution. And so let's also think about changing it some. Maybe also implement term limits and age limits. I think those are some simple things that have broad appeal and can gather momentum, right? So we can see maybe legislative agreement on things, and we can start building some of that coalition, because there are a lot of people on both sides of the aisle that agree with that term limits and age limits should be a thing. Stock bans for legislature members, that should be like common sense, no-brainer. So, things are definitely heating up in America, literally and figuratively. But there's a strong resistance movement. It's growing day by day. We are continuing our turnout and trainings. We are learning how to equip ourselves in real time. We have demonstrated sound strategic decisions and execution, and these are all very good signs. We've been dealt blowbacks. The SCOTUS decision today, it's temporary, I think, but the one allowing the administration to continue to deport migrants without sufficient due process notice. That's a blowback. I mean, that's a blow. That sucks. And it's not a final decision. It's they just basically, I think they kicked it back down to a lower court. But that sucks. But that's okay. We knew that there would be blowback, there would be challenges, there would be setbacks. We encountered them in real time. We have a broad coalition with a lot of intellectual power behind it. We have a long history, experience with this numerous times throughout our history. This ain't our first rodeo. We've struggled with this stuff before. We can take lessons from that, apply it to our current circumstances, and come out successful and better off for it. So lots of thoughts there, lots happening. Giddy up, yahoo, cowboy, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. The heat is on. So many memes. I love it. God bless you, America. We stand together, and thank you for all the support from all of our friends around the world. We have friends everywhere. Till next time, signing off.